Youcat question number 143. Is the Pope really infallible? Yes, but the Pope speaks infallibly only when he defines a dogma in a solemn ecclesiastical act. In other words, makes an authoritative decision in doctrinal questions of faith and morals. Magisterial decisions of the College of Bishops in communion with the Pope also possess an infallible character, for example, decisions of an ecumenical council. The infallibility of the Pope has nothing to do with his moral integrity or his intelligence. What is infallible is actually the Church, for Jesus promised her the Holy Spirit, who keeps her in the truth and leads her ever deeper into it. When a truth of the faith that has been taken for granted is suddenly denied or misinterpreted, the Church must have one final voice that authoritatively says what is true and what is false. This is the voice of the Pope. As the successor of Peter and the first among the bishops, he has the authority to formulate the disputed truth according to the Church's tradition of faith in such a way that it is presented to the faithful for all times as something to be believed with certainty. We say then that the Pope defines a dogma. Therefore, such a dogma can never contain something substantially new. Very rarely is a dogma defined. The last time was in 1950. Gospel of John chapter 16 verses 12 to 13 would say, I have yet many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all the truth. Question number 144. What is the task of the bishops? Bishops have responsibility for the local church that is entrusted to them and share in the responsibility for the whole church. They exercise their authority in communion with one another and for the benefit of the whole church under the leadership of the Pope. Bishops must first of all be apostles, faithful witnesses of Jesus, who personally called them to follow him and then sent them. So they bring Christ to mankind and mankind to Christ. This happens through their preaching, the celebration of the sacraments, and their governance of the church. As a successor of the apostles, a bishop exercises his ministry by virtue of his own apostolic authority. He is not an agent or a sort of assistant to the Pope, yet he acts with and under the Pope. God bless you all.